Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is G. Cole, and welcome to Homegrown, where I get to share with you some good music while talking to some great people. Hello world, I hope you're feeling as good as I am. I want to big up all my homegrown listeners out there and welcome all the new listeners. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so we can keep you updated when new material is available. We will be posting new episodes bi-weekly. This is episode 10. Yes, this is G. Cole and welcome to Homegrown. Today is a little different for us, we're going to talk some music a bit, but the thing about music is that it's always available up on iTunes, so we can visit at any time. But, what we don't get to do a lot is talk life with and life around the music. So I want to make it clear, Mr. Richard Daley is third world. You can't think back to a third world show or a third world picture and there's no Richard Daley. At least from my memory. However, today we're speaking not the third world, but the Richie Daley, the tall, somewhat quiet, unassuming, but very polite and pleasant guy that's playing the bass and wearing the signature berry, Mr. Richard Daley.
Bless.
Mr. Richie, welcome to Homegrown. How you doing, sir?
Thank you. It take a while for us to get this together, but
funny.
It's happening now. Come on.
Funny. You know what's amazing is I did something yesterday with somebody from Amsterdam, all the way from Amsterdam.
What?
And you live how far the road from me?
I'm in Antwerp, That's just another hour away from Belgium. Don't feel so bad.
All right, so you're excused. You're absolutely excused. Oh man. So some people might need to get their memories jogged. We were originally going to go into some vintage stuff, vintage third world stuff. One of my favorite bands, I can tell you face to face from even before meeting you. One of my favorite reggae bands, one of my favorite bands overall. Right. But today we're gonna flip it up a little different because you have a brand new single coming out, right?
Yes.
Talk to us about that single coming out.
Well, if I could have sit here and tell you, say this is album number 23, I would do it. Well, let me not take any chance on that, but
I understand.
I don't want to embarrass myself, so we could stick with what we know. Yeah,
stick with the gospel.
Yes, this album here, Damian Marley, Bob Marley, youngest child, which we all know very well by now.
Yes.
Grew up in our midst, went to school with my kids and catcore kids, and I remember him being a youth coming to my house, and I didn't even know that he was going to go down the line of music, then, because he was just going to school then, just being a school youth.
Right.
But as you say, things unfold and life reveal itself, and who's to do what, eventually do it, and the path has been chosen, one follows or whatever.
Right.
He had expressed a desire to his mother that he would love to produce his uncles, which is what he affectionately calls us.
Nice,
Uncle Richie, Uncle Cat, and Ro.
Yes.
And although his father is the great Bob Marley, Third World was a major influence in his growing up, musically and otherwise. So this is a desire for him to go into the studio and produce us. And it's an amazing feat in terms of we are enjoying it just as much as him.
Wow.
And sometimes it's the next generation. And I too had the opportunity to record with his father many, many years ago when he was alive and being in a studio doing punky reggae part, and Lord, I gotta keep on moving.
Man.
I remember playing bass with that.
You played on them tracks?
Yes.
Wow. Piece of history I never know.
Well, and I spent the whole Saturday with him. We was doing this in London and was in the studio. And Scratch Perry was the producer at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And, just working with him and getting to know him even closer. That was my first meeting with him, but
right.
a memorable day.
Wow.
And so in the studio with Damian right now is just unbeknownst to him how similar he is to his father.
Right. Energy-wise.
Yeah.
Wow.
And vibe-wise and thing.
Yeah.
And I'd have like showed him, I said, "Man, believe in this like a reincarnation thing."
Wow.
Going on here.
Wow.
And the project is superb and it's yielding some really good stuff and which we feel very good about.
Nice.
And musically we like to challenge things, We'd never stop and say, "Bon, we have done it all now, we can just chill out."
Right.
No, there's always another song to sing and another bass line to play.
Another life to change.
Yes. There you go.
Wow. So, and I mean, as much info as you can give, of course. I know sometimes we hold on to a little bit of it because we can't give everything too quick. First of all, this is not the first time you've worked with them, have you?
No, we did 96 Degrees in the Shade with him on another album when we was doing a compilation album with just about everyone.
Okay.
And we did a track 96, a remake of 96 Degrees in the Shade with himself and Steve Marley.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That also was good, But this is an album and he's in control.
So he's the producer on this one?
Yes,
And this one coming out on Ghetto Youths?
Yes, Ghetto Youths International.
Nice. I will say this because I've visited that studio. I've been in the presence, and it's one very nice young man. Nice energy, hard working. Because I'm not gonna lie, we have two things going on. We have the music, we have the 9 to 5 going at that time. So as the sun was coming up and it was about time for us to leave, it's coming like film energy just a kick in, just time to start work. Now I look at my clock like, do I call in this morning or what? Because I look like him just ready for work.
But when I check it out, it looked like he then born 2 days after you or 1 day after you the same year, right?
Yep.
When I check
same
it out
year.
now,
Yeah.
same month.
Same month or what, like 5 days?
He's the 21st and you're what?
And I'm the 12th. So actually, almost 2 weeks down the road.
Incredible.
So it was a pleasure meeting him. Very nice fella. I've never met him, and it's always love. It's always a good vibe,
Yeah, man.
Energy, right?
Solid, dude.
So what we're gonna do right now is this. Normally we'd kick off with some of the vintage stuff, which we will get into. But obviously we have some new stuff coming up, and we have to introduce the world to that. The project that's coming out, you already have a title for the album?
Yeah, More Work to Be Done. More Work to Be Done.
Wow.
It's also a title track,
Wow. I guess I can't ask where the title come from, but I can say there's more work to be done. The work is never over.
No.
Never get too comfortable and never rest.
Yes.
Why?
Let's enjoy it and go through.
Easy. Well, let's not keep the people waiting no more. Can we share the music with them? So here's a song title. What is it called?
Eyes Are Up on You.
Eyes Are Up on You. This one's coming out on Ghetto Youths. Don't go away. Keep it moving. Keep it grooving. It's Homegrown.
Yes, someone's watching you. You think no one sees you when you close the door. But everything I do, you seem to know the score. One man's glory is another man's shame. You make the rules. Why don't you ever use it in this game? Eyes are upon you. Upon you, yeah. Careful what you do, someone's watching. Eyes are upon you. Eyes are upon you. Yes, someone's watching you. Yeah. You think no one sees you when you close the door. But everything I do, you seem to know the score. One man's glory is another man's shame. You make the rules. Why don't to find an objection. In an effort to hide, you're just wasting your time, cause they're watching you in every way. Eyes are upon you. Upon you. Careful what you do, someone's watching you. Eyes are upon you. Oh, yeah. Careful what you do, someone's watching you. Eyes are upon you. Careful what you do, someone's watching you. Watching you. Eyes are upon you. Upon you, yeah. Careful what you do, someone's watching you. Eyes are upon you. They've been watching you. Careful what you do, someone's watching you. Eyes are upon you. Oh, careful what you do, someone's watching you. Generations watch and they follow what they see. Action speaks out loud, so be careful what you teach. What your hands do, your eyes will surely see. A witness in disguise, there's always someone watching me. Yeah. Eyes are upon you. Always watching you. Careful what you do, someone's watching you. No matter what you do. Eyes are upon you. Careful what you do, someone's watching you.
Yes, the brand new single. I like it.
Eyes are up on you.
Eyes are up on you.
Careful, we're watching everything we're going on.
Listen, nothing escapes us.
No. Them little wrongdoings that people are going it all over the world, politically and otherwise.
Especially politically.
Yes.
Who a bodyguard, Dad?
There you go.
Eyes are watching you. I like it. I really, really like it. Any date yet for the album?
No, we can't put the date down because guess what? No, Damian just released his album
Stony
Hill, and he's constantly on the road, and we ourselves have commitments on the road too. So the schedules them kind of conflict sometime where he's home and we are out, and he's out and we are home, you know.
Right.
And so we have to juggle through all that.
Right.
But we're doing pretty good, you know. But
nice.
Definitely this year.
All right. So the single is what we're going to take and go on, carry it on the road, build up the anticipation.
And keep interest going. And we're getting a great response for it. We just finished the Eastern Seaboard from Connecticut, New Jersey, Atlantic City, New York, and all of that stuff. And the response has been tremendous.
Nice. If you circle back to Florida, I was at the show the other day down at Broad Center.
Yeah.
And let me ask you about that later anyway, because trust me, Florida loving it. The world love you at large, you know. But I don't know, it's like a cult following in Florida for Third World, you know. But it is what it is. We love it. So look out for that record coming out. I said there's going to be a video shot for that, right?
Yes.
Nice. In full Third World style. I like it. You know, some people, like I said earlier, might need their memory jogged. You know what I mean? So we're going to play some of the most popular Third World hits. Definitely when that album is complete, please send it over to me. I'll dedicate a show to make sure so we
we speak again. Yeah, I'll tell you the story behind each song.
I love it. And I hear there's two voices on that song. There's AJ on lead and somebody else.
Yeah, support vocal is Maurice Gregory. Yeah, keyboard player from Third World again, and is a younger brother of Papa San.
Figure.
Talent.
Yeah, man. I like the energy. I mean, it's. I guess we can even ask. I mean, what, you know, especially you've been there from day 1 till day 9. You know what I mean? So I mean, in terms of right now, the second phase of, I'm not gonna say post-port rugs, but pretty much the second phase where we have you know, different voices up front. What's the response been out there in the world to everything right now?
Oh, it's been amazing. You know, we're fortunate. We're very blessed in that regard. You know, because Bunny Ruggs is a major force, and when he passed on, it's like, wow.
Right.
We had to move on, but how do we move on?
Right.
You know.
Right.
I have people who have come to me and said that them came here wanted to hate what was going on because them can't imagine anything after Ruggs, but what they have seen is just.
Right.
Yeah,
we got to big up Third World. Just for, here's the thing, in this day and age, you know, in anything, not just music, it's hard to carry on anything. a business. It's hard to carry on life, a family. It's hard to carry on a game.
Yeah.
When an integral member or part of it is no longer there, and it's not like him left and gone up the road. You know, so
For real.
gotta commend you guys for that, and big up to AJ holding on the front line. You know what I mean? I see him out there with the choreographed moves.
Yes,
you know?
sir. And if anybody was watching the football match between Jamaica and USA last night, you didn't know what the carry on is. 'Cause when we lose Blake into the first half, you know, I said, damn.
Yeah.
What the hell is going to happen now?
You feel the whole nation drop down like
And the team did well.
They did well.
The team did well. I was still proud.
I'm confident though that if Blake was still there, they would have won. Because I don't think it's not just the goalkeeping, you know, it's kind of like the wind getting taken out there.
It's not about the goalkeeping. No, that's one good aspect of it still. But
right.
you know, sometimes people just carry the spirit of togetherness.
Yeah.
Something will hold the thing together.
Right. No, I saw the thing go. You know what I mean? And we have people calling all over from all over the country want to talk to you. But guess what? We're not bridge them in, you know.
No,
it's not live today. So but we'll keep the music going, you know what I mean? We're gonna touch some of the classics, of course. Some of my favorite third world songs, so we can ask you about some of them.
Yes.
And we're gonna start out with this one. So don't go nowhere, keep it moving, keep it grooving.
And keep it locked.
Yes, Homegrown.
My mind's heart had to know. I heard you call while wandering through the darkness. I'd walk 1,000,000 miles to find that endless voice that speaks to me when I am in temptation, echoing my choice. He said, seek, ye shall find. I've been with you through all times. If you're thirsty, I will quench you with my love. And if you're hungry, I will feed you with my word. And all I ask of you is that you love as I do. And if you lose your way, I'll lead you to my love. From a sinful life, I'll cleanse you in my love. For creation bears a weakness of my love. You know that. You should know it's time for the world to try.
Yes, man, that's Try Your Love, Third World, big tune. That's correct me if I'm wrong. This song was written or co-written by Stevie Wonder?
No, written by Stevie Wonder, and Stevie Wonder is the one who's playing piano in the background there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is the Stevie Wonder we're talking about. How did that happen?
Well, it started out but when Bob Marley died, there was a sunsplash, and he came down to Jamaica to pay homage, you know, to his memory.
Right.
So we were supposed to play that night, and he expressed a desire to come on stage with us.
Nice.
And those weren't the days when technology was running around. We wanted to send he wanted to do a song of his name, Master Blaster.
Right, I know that song.
Never quite know it at the time, but and it's not like you have an iPhone where you could just stick a headphone in your ears and say, hey, oh yeah, I got it. Obvious, love me. No.
None of that.
Up and down the place to try to find somebody with a record player. Who had the album?
Oh.
And then sit down and say, oh, yeah. Because there was no time to rehearse, nothing like this.
Wow.
So, you know, we're going cold.
On the fly.
So, on the fly, as you say. So, we just boom and did it. And he also sang the song, Old Pirates you know,
Really?
redemption song
On that show.
on that show, and he never know the words.
Right.
Zibu, our keyboard player, was just like, old pirates, yeah, on the merchant ship, and sort of on.
So you want feed lyrics in them ears?
Feed lyrics and him as a carrot, and him didn't know the song, but him really wanted to do it, and
pull it off.
it depends on iTunes. If you can go dig it up, you can hear it going.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up. So that was an amazing night, I presume.
Not iTunes, YouTube.
YouTube.
Yes.
YouTube.
Okay, that's right.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
and so that's what like say that in the week, and we were leaving to go on tour, starting on the west coast of the United States, 7 days afterwards.
Right.
And he said, all right, since I came on your show, I'm doing a show at Pasadena Rose Bowl.
Right.
The following weekend, and with Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones and a whole pile of people, and
Wow.
him said that we should come on the show, and we were the only reggae band then there in the mid. So we went and we performed our performance, and at late night him said, come on stage with him.
Right.
No, he joined us on stage, the late night thing, and
Right.
the vibe was so good. Him say, this was like his hometown. We're supposed to start recording in a few days, and him just said to us, let's do a record together.
Wow.
And we said, when? No. I said, but we leave to go tour in 2 days.
Right.
Anyway, cancel the tour now. Cancel the tour.
For record the tune.
We recorded Stevie.
Hey, it was worth it.
And it's 3 months we spent in the studio there doing that album, You've Got the Power.
Right.
The first song him came with was You're Playing Us Too Close.
Right.
And then came with Tragic Love, and the rest is just history.
Boy, trust me. That's why it's always good to know or hear the stories behind the songs, because
Yeah.
you think you know, but you don't. You know what I mean?
There's always more to it.
It's always more to it. And that's one of my favorite artists all time too. I'm a person who, I'm into the songwriting, and I don't know, maybe it's the being visually impaired. A lot of times you may make a more concerted effort to make your words more visual. People might say, we use it cliche wise and say, you see what I'm saying, but it's kind of like when we listen to Stevie, it's like, I see what he's saying. For real. So I can see why, but this is a masterpiece, and trust me, Stevie, big up yourself, At the same time, you guys it's third world too, so I'm sure it was, a great feeling for him to do something with you guys too.
Of course.
So.
Because he has popped up many places where playing and perform the songs with us. As a matter of fact, I hear him himself performing sometime, like in places at times.
And sing some of your songs?
No, sing Tragic Love.
Oh, okay. Nice. I need to go look that up,
Yeah.
I need to look. Yeah, world, piece of history right there, you know what I mean? So keep tuning in so you can continue to be schooled. You know what I mean? Knowledge is power, and the knowledge is right here. So we got some more hits coming from Third World from you, so don't go nowhere. Keep it moving, keep it grooving. It's Homegrown.
96 degrees in the shade, real hot in the shade. 96 degrees in the shade, real hot, oh yes, in the shade. Said it was 96 degrees in the shade. 10,000 soldiers on parade, taking I and I to meet a big fat boy sent from overseas, the Queen employed. Excellency, before you I come with my representation. You know where I'm coming from. You caught me on the loose, fighting to be free. Now you show me a noose on the cotton tree. Entertainment for you, martyrdom for me. 96 degrees in the shade,
96 degrees in the shade. Dad's talked to me about before Third World. It might seem like it, but contrary to popular belief, you weren't born with a bass in your hand, right?
No.
No.
Bad enough, my mother would have to carry me around for 9 months. A bass guitar, that's what you call intense labor, you know.
It's hard to see without the bass, but I'm trying to visualize it without that bass. But what would tell me before Third World? Let's talk pre-Third World, and how you got to be a part of the band.
Well, in my youthful days, I used to have these long summer holidays in Jamaica. And every summer I used to take up something else, try get myself involved in something,
right,
for make the long days pass.
right.
I remember doing photography once. I learned how to develop black and white pictures for one summer in a photo studio, and that was just an experience.
So you could have been a photographer today.
Well, I wasn't that good at it, but I had the knowledge of what was going on.
I got you.
Yeah. And one other time I joined a choir, and I wasn't a singer, still isn't a singer, but just a little choir and deal with the whole choir practice thing and just different projects,
Right.
And
get your bike for the summer.
Yeah, and them things. And then I used to go these places, never get paid, but just as an apprentice.
Right.
But it make you feel like you're going out there doing something.
Right.
Because them time there, whenever I'm not video games and a whole heap of so much options.
Right,
physically
right. Entertain yourself.
Yeah, man. You have to stimulate yourself and get involved.
Gotcha.
So one summer I took up this little box there and I said, I'm going to learn to play this thing. And I went to a music mart, which is in Jamaica there.
Right.
And bought a book called A Tune a Day, and they teach you how to play. But it's like reading the book. You have some little struggles there because some of the thing was just hard to understand.
Right. Right.
If you never have someone. So, but anyway, we just struggle on. So till by the end of the summer I could have played 2 chords or help myself a little bit.
Is it guitar or bass?
Guitar,
bass,
please. First thing, for own a guitar, that's unheard of. Unheard of.
Wow.
Yes. No, you have all the play instrument on your bed and in your garage and all that.
Take for granted.
It never stay like that.
Why?
You dream of owning a bass. So when you say for born with a bass, man, born with what? At 16, 17, I still couldn't buy myself one.
Wow.
And I couldn't tell my mother, say I want a bass guitar. She said, well,
I said, what is that?
Big people money business, I take that one. So anyway, to speed up the thing, I learned to play it and playing around with different bands.
Right.
Fill in for like if you were the bass player, you said, listen man, I have a wedding for going.
Right.
I fill in your band and play the bass or the guitar.
Right.
Because, for those who don't know, there's a great similarity between the bass guitar and the guitar itself. Although one carry so much more string and smaller string, and one can be chorded, and one mostly plays single notes. If you have a knowledge of how the notes are, they're just the same.
Wow.
So you just kind of juggle between the two.
Right.
So, all kind of different experience. And I get myself involved in a national dance theatre company. When I was touring, I ended up being a musician traveling with the dance troupe.
Throughout the country or international?
I couldn't call Cayman Islands and the Caribbean international. Little bit outside of
Farther than Ochi.
Yeah, but never reached no.
Right.
Great outside box yet.
Gotcha.
So anyway, did it, and then Prilly Hamilton, which was the initial lead singer for Third World, came to me one day and said, hey, I'm on a farm and I'm looking a bass player if I want to try out for it. And I said, sure. Went up to Vale Royal, which is where Cat was living at the time.
Right.
His father was the deputy prime minister, David Corr. So the band birthed out of the back rooms of Vale Royal. We used to rehearse. So, so that's where we started to tribal thing and became Third World.
Wow.
And that's how I ended up in the group.
Wow, wow, wow.
1973, that was.
Memories. That's why I always say, you know, some inside stories are going on because every Third World show I'm going to always hear cats say something about Villa Royal. On stage.
Yes.
With some banter between you guys about some Villa Royal things. So I know say some stories into it and stuff, but you know, it's nothing but trust me, history is history, and a lot of times we don't get a chance to hear from those who have been a part of history. So we appreciate you passing through, you know?
Of course.
But the classics don't stop, we'll keep it going, so keep it moving, keep it grooving. It's homegrown.
We found love, what are we gonna do with it? Now that we found love, what are we gonna do with it? Make that shook, 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 shook all over the place. I say, come on, baby, when the music's playing, I wanna see you dance, dance, dance. Come on, baby, send when the music's playing. I wanna see you dance. Get up and dance. I said, move, yeah. I said, move, yeah. I said, come on, baby, let me show you what a man can do. I said, music, oh, yeah, it's there. Soul into my soul. Moving on and on. Now that we found love, what are we gonna do? Tell me what are we gonna do with love now? Oh, that we found love, what are we gonna do with it? Let's give love a try. Let Jah control your destiny. Oh, and to ourselves, yes we do, to live happy eternally. Sweet life is what we've been searching for. Love is what we're looking for. Yeah, now that I've got it right here in my hand, I'm gonna spread it all over the land now.
Now that we've found love, what are we gonna do with it? Third World, another classic. You guys have some monster hits, you know. You've been doing this so long that it's hard to love anything this long. You know what I mean? It's hard to love anybody this long. I had an employee once who she worked for me and she had an opportunity to move on, but because of the good relationship we had, you know, she couldn't leave because she thought that she knew how much I needed her. You know what I mean? And frankly, how much the staff needed her. So music is a hard grind. You've done it in the highest form, and you still love it now like you did back then?
Yes. Yeah, because it's been good to me. You know, take me places and meet some fine people. You know, it's been a life that, and again, I say if I had to live over again, I wouldn't do some make any changes.
Do it right.
Because we do some ragged things though. You know,
right.
Things that, yeah, not gonna say right. Nobody, everything we did was correct.
Right.
You know, we could have improved in some areas, and you constantly try to improve it, regardless.
Right. Right. And that's good. It's just, you know, because as I see the shows and so forth, it's like, I think I saw the first Third World show, you probably never remember it. I'm telling me a little boy at Jamaica Grand. Back then it used to be called Mallard's Beach Hotel. My mom used to be a manager right on the Ochi.
Yeah, I remember the place, but I wouldn't remember the
event.
Occasion.
Yeah, it was you know, I was a kid, so the stage and everything was huge back then. No, I'm sure if I went back there, it'd be no bigger than my house.
It couldn't be that huge.
So, well, back then as a little kid, you know, and for say, you know what I mean, the type of songs, because, you know, bands out and doing a certain type of music, and you guys had that, what I would call the international sound from a long time. Some people strive for it and try to find it, but it come like you guys started out with an international sound. and seeing even you guys playing multiple instruments, it was surreal because it's normally like what we saw on TV from top 40 bands and stuff like that. You guys were the Jamaican, I don't want to say the reggae, but the Jamaican version of that. You know what I mean?
For real.
So it was the first time me seeing something and saying, man, I would really love to do something like that, you know? And it hasn't changed. No, when I see you guys on the stage doing the same thing today, it's kind of like it's a CM.
Right, you want still want to do it, yeah.
Still want, may get old, but you know, it's one of these days. One of these days. But you know, we're running through the hits, and you guys have an abundance of them. So I don't know if I have time to go through stuff. So I randomly put some stuff together. You know, recognizable stuff and the radio stuff, as well as, you know, some of the less commercial stuff, but it's third world nonetheless, and we love it, you know. So for all the ears out there listening, just keep it moving, keep it grooving. It's Homegrown.
So much dirty names. They use you to play their kinky games, and when they're done, they turn their backs on you, saying you're washed up, sad and blue. But now you finally reach the top. That's when you think the dogging stops. They can't find one thing to say. They got to eat their words day by day. You know why? 'Cause I love you. Ooh, yes, and I just can't stop. And I need you all the way to the top. Love you with a sense of purpose. Can say that again. Such a sense of purpose. Love you with a sense of purpose. Can say that again. Such a sense of purpose. Hey, you hanging out with bad company. So much envy and jealousy. Ooh, on the streets they saying this and that. Every day they just chit and chat. And even when they see us through, they wonder why I got you. I know why. 'Cause I love you. Ooh, yes, and I just can't stop. And I need you all the way, yeah, to the top, yeah. You with a sense of purpose.
Yeah, man, that one is called Sense of Purpose. That's like we were saying earlier. The main reason we're sitting here pretty much is, you know, so we're always talking music, but I met you back in, I think, 1997. And I don't think you've slowed down any between then and now in terms of performing and traveling and stuff like that. You're a family man, of course. And music keep you out on the road a lot. It is what it is. Right. It's the grind. Most times when people talk about stuff like that, they talk about the family at home. You know what I mean? Who's at home and missing dads on the road and so forth. But let's flip it. How does it affect you on the road with the family at being back at home?
Well, it's much better now today than it was then, because in the days when you're trying to get yourself established, you could have gone for 2 months,
wow,
a month and a half, and it's just rolling. But we don't do that much anymore. You know, we may go out for a week, go out for 2 weeks, come back home,
right,
spend 7 days and gone again. So we don't have that continuous upturn. So the early kids,
right,
went through a harder situation than
the younger
present family now would see you more.
Right.
And, you know, sometimes you take them on the road today. Even back then, you know, they carry the youths and go Japan and all that, but they still miss you and you miss them too.
Right.
You know, because come night time, you want to tuck them into bed, you know, because he's a father yourself, you know that, go.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Trust me, it's something I always, because even push into the music and stuff like that, in the back of my mind, it's always, I think like, I really want to, that must be, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's rough to hear, but...
And I'm sure technology help right now with the FaceTime and all that.
Oh, come on, please.
You should have an iPhone back in the 19 now.
If I had my phone, I could have just deal with that. It would have to be an iPhone.
Oh, man.
As much as in, 80s, early 80s and them time. I remember being in Trinidad and you're calling Jamaica. And I talk about you in Yugoslavia and call Jamaica. And talk around the corner there.
Right.
You have to take up the phone, tell the front desk, give her the number, place the number, and stay in the room till she connect you. That can be an hour and a half. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, there was no such thing as cell phone. So the hotel room phone is even rough.
There's no such thing as wait till I get some Wi-Fi. But FaceTime when I get the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you place a call. And I'm telling you how much it costs. You know.
You see, I'm back then, them I burn up the ICAS. The ICAS code for try call you.
This is pre-ICAS. Yeah.
Boy, trust me. Give thanks to technology.
Yeah, of course. We love it.
Trust me.
Certain aspect of it is very good. It helps us musically.
Of course.
You saw some of them songs you play. It's limited to 24 tracks, you know.
Right.
Back here, there was a great vibe with them still.
Right.
But now you having limited resources to say, man, if you want to try many things, there, take a next guitar line. Yeah, sing this over. Yeah, you'd have the race.
Endless tracks of Pro Tools. Wow.
That never exists.
Yes, I can imagine what you'd do. What sense or purpose does it sound like right now if you had all these tracks?
Maybe to the spoil it. You're constantly doing it over and over and say, listen, no, you know, that's it, you know, love it.
But the one thing I'll say is this, you know, because people always are complaining about them technology and them this and them that. Sometimes, from Jump Street, I've always seen that you've been, you know, always on top of your game in terms of that. Sometimes, every time I see you have a new gadget, a new thing, I go...
You may have a gadget habit around here. We don't discuss that.
So I keep that one there.
A new thing come out. What's that? Okay.
It's good though. It's good because you know you have to be on top of the thing because the world is changing. You know.
We embrace it.
Have to. Well, we'll keep it going. Again, we got more third world music coming up right now. Don't go nowhere. Keep it moving. Keep it grooving. It's Homegrown.
Roots it up with quality, yeah. Stepping it with quality, whoa. The girl, she's trying to act sophisticated. She loves to travel high class. She didn't check that Natty Dread was educated, and all the exams I passed. I roots. Roots it up with quality, yeah. Stepping in with quality, whoa. Every morning she look her in the mirror. She don't like what she sees. She covered down with eyeshadow and mascara and hide her true quality. I roots.
Roots with quality, another massive third world song. That's a question for you. When it comes to the music, you have some songs that connect on the charts. You have some songs that connect on the radio. You have some that connect live. This song to me is one of those that seem to have the crowd away even more so than some of the radio hits. I was at the Miramar Cultural Center, like I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, and just like clockwork, once a year, I roots. It's like people start lose their mind. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to figure out is, with all the hits that you guys have on the varied fan base, how you create a set list? How you know? I mean, I know you'd play for 3 hours if you could, but they're not gonna allow you to do that. So how you decide what getting left off the list tonight?
You know, I personally stay out of it. That's tedious. You know, can get into some big arguments sometime, you know, amongst... You have some standards, some must play
right
all the time. I've never been to any concert and don't play 96.
Right.
I have the Phone Love and the Treasure Love. So you have the staple.
Right.
So those you hardly argue about or have any differences about.
Right.
But you know, you might go into a place and say, well, hey, them seem like them love the temper thing, so you go for the more brisk thing, and they say then this is a reggae laid back crowd.
Right.
So you give them the roots at quality and they know this is all deadly you want to take it, let me roll it there.
Right.
But we have some people, you get to, sometimes them ask, what do you think we should do here? You know, like for encore and all that kind of thing. What is the song?
Right.
They play after you come off and come on back. We say, well, here's a bonus treat. And
gotcha.
It's just, everybody's involved in it.
Right. It's a tough thing. It's a good problem to have.
Yes,
you know
problem.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Very, very good problem. It's first world problems, you ask me. But, you know, versus the opposite, but which tune we go and play tonight.
Of course.
But I always wonder that, because it's just, you know, I do notice that some songs, no matter how big they are on the charts, you just have certain songs where, you know, I mean, and plus it was my mother-in-law and I that went, you know.
Yeah.
And trust me, when she heard our roots.
Didn't I invite you to come there?
Yeah, man, it was...
Well, you never tell me you was coming. I never know, so you make it.
I wasn't sure I was gonna. Because here's the deal. She was supposed to go with somebody else, and her date fell through.
Yeah.
So I was the break glass in case of emergency date. So that's how I ended up there.
Yeah, I didn't know you were there.
Yeah, man. So I came down. I figured, you know, I said, but I was down by the stage behind Gail Zook, and I was down there. You know what I mean? But in a thing, you know.
Yeah.
So plus the lights and all that thing, you know, I say right in front there. So, you know it go. But you know, music, we love it. And again, on behalf of myself and all the listeners out there, thank you so much for the years of hits, because we love them.
Yeah, man, and thank you for the support, because without you, we can't do it either. It's pointless.
Right. I got you. And I'm sure, you know, far across the globe as we're listening, we have some people really excited right now, waiting to hear for them favorite third world song. So we keep it going musically. You know what I mean? Keep it moving, keep it grooving. It's Homegrown.
How can it be
How can it be forbidden if it's love? That's monster hits. My father listened to a lot of jazz and a lot of, pop, soft rock kind of vibe. I think the only reggae CD I've ever seen in a film collection was a Third World CD.
You serious?
I'm dead serious.
Big up, dads.
Trust me. And I'm not telling a lie, if I've thought on numerous occasions of taking it too, I almost move it, because I love, we love the same music. So every time I pass through my still and play some music, I just principle, but I move with it still.
By your own.
By own. So,
poor dads.
I'm going to talk about mentorship for a bit. Back in the day, when you come off of the road, you would see me and Purpose in the garage. I work on some music, writing our first songs, trying to structure verses and hooks, and you always put on the bass right away and come listen to what we do. Give us some pointers and thing. And funny enough, I have little recordings of some for my first 2 or 3 songs, and even you were giving us some harmonies on there too, right? About blackmail thing that when we're ready, we can pull it out and I do a blackmail thing, And then of course later on in life, 2007, my first album I ever put out, and you blessed it for me with some bass lines and stuff like that too. So Willie playing drums on there. We put out another project, J. Will and Raps and Kush Band, 9 years after that, and you blessed it with a scat track on that too. My question really is, do you think veteran musicians spending time to mentor young musicians would change the landscape of where our music as reggae music is right now?
Well, even if we don't have a hands-on involvement like I did with you and J-Will and all that kind of thing, the mere presence and that is a legacy we'll pass on to you,
Right.
As it was passed on to me.
Right.
But in other words, it's not to say you come clone what we did.
Right.
You take essence of what we created and mold your own thing. So
right.
That's how it going. This will go on for the end of time. Yeah, we didn't invent the music. We never invent music in that sense, and neither will you. But you're supposed to put your thing on it, like put your hands on it and pass it on to your youths, them, and so even if you're not in the studio playing a bass line for you, that you say, boy, how I played it.
Right.
You listen to it. Does that make you come into this thing?
Right.
So there's a little bit of me, what you do still.
Yep.
And that it goes on. Not me alone, but
others. Right. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
And so, like, we set the template to say, well, hey, this is what you're doing. You have to sing the thing, so.
Right. You
have to watch them top notes, so them have to be accurate.
Right.
Yes. Don't shout so hard, right? Let's on. Make it easy. Let's on mellow. Whatever. And pass on some little tips.
Right.
To you. And out of you create your own still and say, yeah, Dad, you should it the way, but listen, I want to do this part,
Right.
So,
it make a world of a difference, man. Trust me, because it's a scenario where we would always try to better what we were doing because we wanted your opinion and say, okay, you know what? Because and you'd come back sometime as I keep working and sometimes that sound good, that's getting better and so forth, and just little words of encouragement like those, people don't realize how far they go.
Yeah.
And like you say, you pass on the legacy. Hopefully everybody that's humbly learning from you, can pass it on too.
Because that's the effort.
Right. We love it, and we appreciate it. And it's again, we miss Monorog's voice. That's one of the most unforgettable voices. You're not gonna mix it up with nobody.
No.
There are a couple of artists you might depend on, and then you figure it out. But you'll never hear Rugs and don't know say Rugs. You'll never hear Third World and don't know say Third World. And funny enough, that's the comparison that we, Raps and Kush Band, has gotten the most. And it's not intentional. You know what I mean?
I know.
Has been Third World, our Third World vibes. You know what I mean? And why not? Because the nucleus of where we come from, the nucleus of the band itself, we grew up absorbing that. So
I remember you saying to me one night, we're doing a thing, and you say, Dad, you're putting too much Third World spin on it. And I agree with you because, I said, this need another outlook. I'll give part of it, but you need fish.
Put my spin on it.
That is a conscious move because, you know what I mean?
Right.
No more you come clone me.
You never know.
Yeah?
You can send you go Japan and we the Israel and the things.
No,
but
yeah, but I want you want to hear G Cole. I don't want your third word.
Well, we have another project that come out, so it's all we'll figure it out.
No, it's figured out already. You know. That was then. That's in the early days, the inception. You know.
Yeah, well, you don't know.
Yeah, it's part of growing up.
And we appreciate it.
And I learned from you that way too, yeah.
Appreciate it. Trust me, the music is something where I tell people all the time, and when these records come out, go support the record. When this third world album come out, we want you to support the record. People have a tendency for, we don't want the cult thing, the cult following and the underground thing. It sounds cool in the community and amongst your friends, but guess what? When the album come out, go buy the album.
99 cents, you know. You didn't have to buy that. Buy one record. Start
One
with
song.
that. Yes, one,
Yeah.
99 cents.
I don't want you to say buy it if I see. If you buy it, because when I buy records, if I like them, I comment. That's a good thing about iTunes. You can comment, you know.
Yeah.
Go online, buy the thing, comment, and make me know. Because if you tell me say you buy it, I'm going to see a comment, a lie I tell. You don't know about the thing.
In my youth days, we used to buy 45. No, I mean, the 45 wouldn't be considered expensive in today's economical range. But the thing about it
Right.
is that the way you say your lunch money set
Right.
is a big sacrifice you make. It's not a 99 cents deal.
Is it?
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. No patty or cocoa
Yeah,
bread,
man.
no orange juice that day.
I mean, we're talking about you have laying down in your house, man. Whole heap of quarters there. You know, some drawer, some pants pocket.
Just forget the 45.
Yeah, no, I mean today, and you don't pay them the mind.
Just, yeah, and not complain about it.
So
It grieves
99
me, though.
cents is nothing in the grand scheme of things.
And just when you think of it, sometimes maybe I think too much into it, but just from the concept of there's nothing you can spend 99 cents on in this world today, and it lasts more than a day.
It's true.
You buy a song for 99 cents, you can have it forever.
Of course.
You know, it's and people, and there's a lot of work and effort going into creating one song. So, you know what I mean? Go ahead and
money,
support the thing.
You look at all the technology, some of this equipment and the computer and the software and the plugins, costly.
And the time.
Yeah, we're needless.
The time. You know, it's
But-
so go out there and support the thing. Yeah, if the song comes out, when is the single drop on iTunes tomorrow?
Tomorrow, 28th of July, 2017. So I make sure I mention this because somebody might be listening to this next year.
Right.
Yeah, because
It's all
them
good.
thing you live on. You know.
Absolutely. And what I'm going to do differently is normally this was supposed to come out later on. I'm editing tonight. I'm dropping it tonight because I'm wanting to hear it. I'm wanting to go buy the song.
Yeah.
Go buy the song and make sure you support the thing. When the album come out, when the album thing goes to
I
the
want you
roof.
to send me a link so I can put it on Third World website so
Gotcha.
folks can,
Gotcha.
what's the
Absolutely.
thing.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to keep it moving, keep it grooving with some more Third World songs. You know what I mean? Some of my favorite, hopefully some of your favorite Third World songs. If any of your favorite ones got left out, we'll do another show. All right? But
Send
until
a
then,
request in.
exactly. Send a request in, you know what I mean? Go on the Third World page, as a matter of fact, and send your request in, and we'll do another one especially for you. You know what I mean? But keep it moving, keep it grooving. It's Homegrown.
I think of life and joy always around. Life can be such a sweet paradise and joy always around. I live through love and I live through life and joy always around. Life can be such a sweet paradise and joy always around. Things will come and things will go. All love will last forever, you know. I live in love and I live through life and joy always around. Just thinking of you, it's such a sweet paradise, yes. You're always around.
Classic third world song, Always Around. Every time I hear that song, I get a little teary, a little sad, because I know that was kind of like one of the theme songs that Ruggs send off. Not to beat the dead horse, but how is life without Ruggs professionally and personally to you?
Hey, personally, you think of him every day, you know. Every time you play a song, you remember him. You remember the moment when you were recording. You remember the moment you were writing. You remember traveling. You remember all this kind of thing. And you just kind of cheer up because he was such a lively person.
Right.
Thing, so you better just want you just keep the laugh going.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Yeah. So we do that.
Do it that way. If for no other reason for him.
Yeah.
You know, and much respect, of course, to AJ, who's doing a great job as the current frontman. You know, but for so long that the three constants up front was you, Ruggs, and Cat. I mean, when you're performing right now, you look up front and you know it's not Ruggs, it's AJ. You know, must be a totally different feeling, but at the same time, it's a new feeling.
Yes, you just know, so you have to move on and you live and dwell on it.
Right.
Just do what you have to do.
I gotcha. Again, big up because trust me, the shows, I'll go on away. Some choreography I go on and some things I'm like, for real?
on the fly.
I like it. I'm gonna run one of my favorite one. I'm a love song guy, you know. People tell you it's all good, I'm not ashamed. But this is one of my favorite third world songs all time. You know what I mean? So sharing it with the world, you know, keep it moving, keep it grooving. It's Homegrown.
I've got my life invested in you right now. Can't turn my back on all the things we share. Everything has its value, everything has its price. All my assets I'm cashing just for you. 'Cause I'm committed to keeping this love alive. I'm committed, staying in love with you. 'Cause I'm committed, baby, keeping this love alive. I'm committed, staying in love with you. We may be together, or we might be apart. There's no one who could ever take your place. You gave understanding, I'd be damned if I do. Take this love and throw it all away. 'Cause I'm committed, baby, to keeping this love alive. I'm committed, staying in love with you. 'Cause I'm committed, baby, keeping this love alive. I'm committed, staying in love with you.
Shape pong pay then come for them in a one job pop on me have it come back again. I miss the one job of the rhythm, that is no problem. Me want one lover, I'm a one girlfriend. Me no want 9, 10, me no want 20. Me only want one lover to love her badly. And when you are committed, judge I know it's irie. So me still the one job of the rhythm, but me shall go said come on.
Oh baby, keeping this love alive. I'm committed, staying in love with you. 'Cause I'm committed, oh baby.
Yeah, man, that's committed. Third world. So, Dad's question for you. So, when I perform the song right now, are you do the DJ part?
Yes, me. Yeah.
That's one of my favorites, though.
My name is.
I love the song. Like I mentioned earlier, and I'm not sure how much love, and you can tell me, Jamaica radio has given to third world over the years. You can let me know. 80s, 90s. But when me I grew up, JBC TV used to love third world. This video right here came out, and I think this is when I kind of really gravitated toward the band because the young lady that played the lead role in it lived down the street from me.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, man, so it's kind of like a superstar thing now, you know. She was pretty, but now she even prettier because I just see her on TV. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to figure out is how has Jamaica been to third world over the years?
Major. Jamaica is who we are. I mean, you know, Yes, we are Jamaica.
Right, and the love, and get the love of Jamaica.
Yes, get the love and we get the inspiration.
Nice.
We get the language, we get the culture. You know, we could have never give back what we have received.
Right.
You know, you need
nice.
triple lifetime freely to that. What Jamaicans are for us as human beings. You know.
Right.
What we're all about.
That's nice. That's nice. It's because I'm always conscious of, you know what I mean, are we, so not as a nation, because you know it's still something we play the most foreign stuff, you know. So it's just, you know, I'm always conscious of when our legends, our musicians put out their thing, are we supporting like we should, you know?
Yeah, them hold it back sometime, but you know, and I can't say it's Jamaica hold it back. It's a few individuals.
Right.
It's a platform of people.
Right.
But to what you receive,
right,
is more than what you think you might be losing.
Absolutely.
You know, so.
Priceless.
Listen, nothing is owed to you.
True.
Nobody owe you nothing.
True. I think you said that.
Yeah.
I heard you say that. That's something you always preach over the years, you know, pretty much. Two things. One, nobody know you nothing, which I've learned over the years working with people.
Just come and make your own with what's available to you.
Right.
And if nothing available to you, just go get it.
Right.
Look it. So, if it's not your music alone, even if you're a student at school, you know what I mean, etc. Because you say, boy, life rough, we can't learn. And yet you have some youth on the lunch money and yet still not pass all them exams. How that work?
True that.
Yeah, man.
True that.
Some bright youth say, if your mother can't buy shoes, but the youth have pass the exam and you sit down there and say, listen. The teacher come to you and say, Mr. Daley, 34. And the next you have lunch money, you have on shoes, and the next you do have on none, and you see me, oh, nice, Danny, you got some 99.
Wow, them trying to stick the money in their pockets same time. Let me get those shoes. Let me get those shoes. No, give up the shoes.
So don't sit down there feeling sorry for yourself about what you don't have.
Right. And that's a good outlook for having it, because you do have, I've heard that, you know, people are, it's kind of like a lot of complaints, you know. I mean, I don't see this, I don't get that.
It can be rough, and don't get me wrong.
Right.
It can be rough for individual, but still don't dwell upon it and feel sorry for yourself.
It's perspective. I feel you. I appreciate that. World, as you're listening, like you said, you know, this is coming from the legend himself. So, you know, if he's saying that, then it applies. And trust me, go out and get yours. Nobody now give it to you. Another thing you mentioned to me from way back pretty much is, if you're giving it for free, then why should somebody pay for it? It took a while for me to process that.
Yes.
But it was true. It was true. Coming up over the years, I've processed it. And I remember when we started the band and thing, it was a big thing for us to start transition from playing to getting paid to play.
Right.
And it's a tough move, and you don't know how to negotiate like a.
Yeah, man.
But it's serious business. People, world, you know, put some value on the thing, and I think it's a culture thing too, devaluing the culture, because right now we've played venues where we have the energy, we have the crowd on a nightly basis, but another genre gets rewarded more, even though they don't have the same type of impact. But you know, it is what it is. Like I said, nothing's owed to us.
No.
Nothing's owed to us. Well, I know I played a couple of different songs, and I say I love this one, and that's one of my favorites. But my all-time favorite third world song.
You have another favorite?
Yeah, man, I have another favorite. This one is my all-time favorite. I think this is my all-time favorite because I didn't know of this song.
This is your favorite then?
My favorite. This is a number one favorite test.
All right.
The favorite S.
I'm just for you what that is.
So this one is not what you might expect, but here we go.
There's heartbreak on every doorstep. No wonder people close their doors. There's so much worry on everybody's minds till they can't stand anymore. There's trouble on every corner. No wonder people close their eyes. I'm only someone in an ocean of someones, but I think I've gotta try. That's right. 'Cause we're living in a world of uncertainty. Got to make baby. Sometimes I sit by my window and I watch the world as it is in my dreams. There's so much love in everybody's hearts. Things ain't as bad as they seem. That's right. 'Cause we're living in a world of uncertainty. Got to make the most of our time. Where love is concerned, there's one guarantee. Now if you lose your heart, now don't you lose your heart.
Yeah, man, if you lose your heart, you can have this heart of mine.
Yeah, man.
One of my favorite.
Well-written song.
That and that's the thing too. I'm a lyrics person of that. Just little lines. I'm only someone in an ocean of someone's. Just lines like those.
Yeah.
That's writing. You know what I mean?
Portrait.
If you lose your heart, you can have this heart of mine. You know what I mean? Interpret that how you want.
Of course.
Agape love, romantic love, whatever the heck it is, it's just a love. You know, this one, I growing up as a kid, I'd never heard this one before. I think I was at your
Which
house.
one?
This tune, World of Uncertainty.
Yeah.
Growing up, I never heard it before. I think
No, it was not old. It was not that old.
it wasn't.
No, it recorded around the same time as Sense of Purpose. So it's not. It wasn't from your childhood days.
Okay. Well, that explains that because how I heard of this song was she trying to catch a bass line. I tried to catch a bass line for it, and that's how a Purpose was trying to catch it, and that's how I fell in love with the song. I have a cassette with it, and I had it recorded in being recorded night. That's the first time I ever heard it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Question would be, as your kids grow up and you're gonna have grandkids growing up and so forth, based on your experiences, yes, you've done it on the highest platform, but you know the peaks and valleys. Would you encourage them to do music, or as some parents would do, you try to keep them along the conventional line of the streets?
It would be hypocritical of me to discourage them.
Right.
Yeah, because I live in a time when there was nobody like us before us.
Right.
To say, well, if Gregory do it, I can do it.
Right,
There was nobody
right.
before, so there was no template never set like, so we could have followed that.
Right.
So I could have say with the concern our parents would have, like them didn't want us come suffer and don't have no vocation in life or in a career or a means of support. And them know say come a time they'll be gone and we'd have to do it on our own. So them want to leave it something secure. So
Gotcha.
So if them say, listen man, go learn some accounting or go learn some kind of trade or whatever you call it. If you turn up doctor, scientist, whatever, just deal with that.
Security.
But sometimes this music thing is it's almost coming like a disease sometimes because once it gets in your blood,
Yeah, curious.
you wonder why you do it, because sometimes the gratification is not immediate.
Right.
And you put in a lot of effort, lot of time. You travel here, you travel there,
Right.
hours there, and spend there, and when you look on the return, musically you're satisfied because you say, you're inspired and
Right.
and
Right.
this thing, but what's his perseverance?
Right.
Sometimes the door just look like it just every time you reach the doorknob, the door itself move.
Not the knob, the door.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you keep moving towards it still.
Yes,
So I couldn't discourage them. It would be hypocritical for me to do that. So
I got you. Well, there's nothing better than having resource to. I want to say resource. I don't mean tangible. I mean information resource. Because like you said, prior to you while we have you for call and ask a question or an opinion or some advice, you probably never have nobody for me to call it up.
no,
So
we're like pioneering this kind of thing.
and skillfully so, artfully maneuvering your way from then till now. So keep doing the deed, keep up the good works. We love it. You know what I mean?
Love.
And I am excited to hear the new project coming out. Very excited. From what we hear from the one song, so I'm looking forward to the rest of it. And you say you have a collaboration with Damian on it too, right?
Yes, and you're gonna be Steven and A lot of people will believe it before the day is done.
Nice. Nice. Well, hopefully it's coming out sooner. I know that the schedules, like you said, they conflict and so forth, but hopefully sooner than later.
Right.
You know, with the amount of garbage that come out nowadays, it's kind of, you want something good. Every time you get a glimpse of something coming out, you know what I mean, you sit down and wait for it. So, I mean, I'm not above hiding people's passports and then can't go away. You know what I mean? Keep your grounded, so okay, I get it now. I'm not bigger than that. So, you know, if I that me have to do, that me have to do. But we need some nice new third world music.
All right, brethren.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna leave you with this one right now. This is I'm not even gonna say another one of my favorite guys. So
no, you couldn't tell me that again.
But I like it. I like it a lot. I'll say that much. So world, thank you so much for sticking with us and keep it moving, keep it grooving. It's Homegrown.
I'm Mr. Reggae Ambassador. Whoa, 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 yeah. I'm Mr. Reggae Ambassador. Hey. Play me reggae music in any condition. Drop it in a style, drop it in a fashion. Everywhere I go, I'm rocks the reggae man. Play me reggae music and chant down Babylon. Whoa, 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 yeah. I'm Mr. Reggae Ambassador. Hey. Whoa, 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 yeah. I'm Mr. Reggae Ambassador. Me come from Mandeville, I'm a true Jamaican. Me come a Kingston and me join a reggae band. Me travel Africa and me travel Japan. Me mother proud of me so she just love I man. Whoa, 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 yeah. I'm Mr. Reggae Ambassador. Hey. Whoa, 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 yeah. I'm Mr. Reggae Ambassador. Hey. Respect.
Yeah, man, that one was Reggae Ambassador, Third World. You know what I mean? Another classic right there. I'm ending with this song because I think it's the most honest description and depiction of you guys. And in fact, the most accurate depiction of practicing what you preach. I'm sure you probably already know this, but I can tell you again, South Florida loves them some Third World. I've seen other artists come to South Florida, those that you think are huge, and you have to promote like crazy. And even then, it's sticky. You know what I mean? I'm going, that show, besides, you had sent me an invite to the show, but outside of that, I didn't know about it. You know what I mean? I realized that people don't necessarily promote that when Third World's in town. I don't know if it's like they don't feel like they need to. You know what I mean? I've seen bands, not named calling, but who fresh off a Grammy wins and stuff like that come in and more than one artist in the building and we can't get it packed like that. And me don't know about the Third World show until a day or two before the show, and yet still the show sold out. Me can't get some good tickets on the front. So what is that connection that you guys have with the South Florida community and the diaspora? What's that like?
I don't have an answer to that. I tell you the truth. We just do what we do,
right?
And hope for the best.
And it works out.
Yeah.
Them love on. I love on. We love on.
Sometimes it depends upon the people who are doing the show. Mm-hmm. You might come and say, "Listen, you're doing a Third World show, and you have a set of people you promote to that you reach out to."
Right.
And if I did it, it's a whole different set of people. Get into that kind of thing sometime because you know the diversity in South Florida is huge time. You have the age demographic, and you have the I don't want to call it that, class structure all involved in it.
Right, right.
And we call them say the roots people, and sometimes they so little uppity people, and they want to mix with the roots people. And
right.
And the venue is where it being kept is all a part of the equation. So much things involved.
So many dimensions.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes it's a little bit too much, but what the hell? We can't do nothing about it.
You still got to touch the stage.
Yes.
We love it. And again, the show was phenomenal. Keep up the good works. We'll continue to come out and support Third World. I'm sure South Florida will and the rest of the world.
Yes.
You know, what's the website?
thirdworldband.com.
All right, and of course, Facebook also.
Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and you name it.
All right. And if you can't remember, just Google. You can't miss it. You know what I mean? You can't miss it. So, Thank you so much for coming out and sharing an evening with us, Daz. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for bringing me in, It's much nicer than I even imagined it to be.
Thank you.
Good.
Appreciate it. And we're gonna play the brand new single again. Normally we fade out with something, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna make sure we go out with a brand new single. So thanks again. Look out for it. One more time, the name of the upcoming album.
There's more work to be done.
And the single?
Eyes Are Upon You.
All right. I'm going to blast the thing on my page, though. So all of the people who supporting G Code, make sure you go out there and support Third World. I'm from the same root, from the same tree. And, you love G Code, you love Third World. You know what I mean? Go out there and support the movement, support the music. Really? The other thing, too, is the more you support and you make it obvious that you support, then guess what? Third World has no choice but to come to your city and perform. Because the stats will show where the music is being consumed, where people are buying it and so forth. Somebody monetize, am I right?
Of course.
All right. So if you want the Third World where you are, go buy the thing and support the movement. And guess what? They will show up. They're not a choice. You know what I mean? So it's Homegrown. You guys enjoy the evening. Thanks again. Have a good one.
Boom.
Well, there you have it. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has indeed been a pleasure. Remember, be safe, be kind, and be good to each other. My name is G. Cole, and this is Homegrown.
Someone's watching you. You think no one sees you when you close the door. But everything I do, you seem to know the score. One man's glory is another man's shame. You make the rules. Why don't you ever use it in this game? Eyes are upon you. Upon you, yeah. Careful what you do, someone's watching. Eyes are upon you. Eyes are upon you. Oh, man. Careful what you do, someone's watching you. Eyes are upon you. Always watching you. Careful what you do, someone's watching you. Eyes are upon you. Watching you.
Nakikinika música, Homegrown with G. Cole.
Estás escuchando Homegrown con G. Cole.
您现在正在收听的是 Homegrown with G. Cole.
You're listening to Homegrown with G. Cole.
Remember, all the music played here on the Homegrown podcast is available on iTunes and all your digital retailers. Please support the artists.